All right, people, it's that time of the show. What do you say, J and K? What we got, my brother? What we got?
All right. So this message came from Instagram. Let's see what it says. Says, me and my fiance got into a major fight because I received flowers from my ex-boyfriend and I kept them. I didn't ask for them, and my ex knows that I have a man, so it's not like I'm hiding my relationship. The real problem is my fiance knows that I really like flowers, yet he's never given them to me. Just to get another opinion, I asked my girlfriends, and they don't believe I'm wrong. Instead, they follow that old saying, if you don't get it at home, you're allowed to roam. This has created tension in my relationship, but I told my fiance it's not a big deal. They're just flowers, and if he feels like he's being outdone by another man, then he needs to step up. What do you think, J and K?
So, you are not wrong for receiving these flowers, right? Because you didn't ask for them. Your ex-boyfriend just sent you the flowers, okay? So there's nothing you can do about that, right? She didn't ask for it. She just received it. The ex-boyfriend did something wrong knowing that she has a new man, and that is pretty downright disrespectful for your ex to be sending you flowers. He's being disrespectful. First of all, he is disrespecting you, okay? He's disrespecting you, and he's disrespecting your man. Now, he doesn't know your man, so he doesn't give two shits about him. But it is pretty messed up that he's actually disrespecting you and disrespecting your relationship. So you're not wrong in the sense that he sent it to you, but I will say that you are wrong in the sense that you received them and you accepted them. Once those flowers was delivered to your job or your home, I don't know where it was delivered, you should have kindly returned them to delivery man and told him that you don't want these flowers. Now, I don't know if they came with the signed signature of your ex-man or if it was just anonymous. I don't know how they came to you, but if it was delivered with your ex-boyfriend's name on it, you should have given it back to delivery man. You should have got on the phone and you should have called your ex-man and said, listen, bruh, I don't know if you don't remember, but I got a man, all right? And my man love me, and I love my man. And you don't disrespect my relationship by sending me flowers when you and I no longer have nothing, all right? What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell my man of what happened. And I'm going to tell him, babe, I didn't ask him to send this to me, but he did. But I'm just letting you know, babe, that I returned them. And I called my ex and told him, don't you ever do that again, because I love you and I love my man. And don't ever disrespect both you and me and our relationship again. That's what you should have done. And I hope that you did, because if you did, well, then I applaud you. And if you didn't, then I curse you. There you go. Take it away.
This woman is trifling. Absolutely trifling.
She didn't ask for them.
Listen, it's not that she asked for them, right? But every indication from that letter she sent us is she's hella okay with it. The fact that this gentleman sent her, that you got your girls, as you say, your girlfriends, all in your ear, clucking and carrying on, sitting there in the corner, sound like a flock of seagulls, telling you that it's okay. Because, as she said, well, my fiance doesn't buy me flowers. He knows I like flowers. So then it's okay for me to receive these from someone else. In particular, my ex. That is incredibly disrespectful. And
but did she say it's okay?
No, yes, it's no big deal. It's just flowers, is what she said.
Okay, yeah, that's
right. So honestly, forget you. Let me talk to him, the fiance. Leave that trifling ass woman where she stands. Let her go and be free to get flowers from whoever the hell she wants. You're too good for her. Let her go back to the same guy who's probably dogging her out to begin with, and let her go back. The notion that she would do, listen, the amount of time should be invested in your relationship to work with your fiance. Your fiance. Not worrying about what your ex is doing to make you feel good. Oh, I like flowers. He sends me flowers. My fiance doesn't send me flowers. He knows better. Miss me with that bullshit. That's your relationship. You work on relationship. And if your fiance isn't providing what you want out of a relationship, then move on. Either work through it together or move on. But never, while I'm walking this earth, will you hear me say that it's okay to cheat, because that's exactly what you did. You broke the bond of trust by doing that. Whether you, don't take solace in the fact of, well, he knows. No, you still cheated. I don't give a damn. It's wrong. And there's no way, and this bullshit about if you don't get it at home, you could roam. Oh, I would love for him to come home saying that to you one day. Oh, you know what? Because you know that thing you don't do that I like done in the bedroom? I went and got that taken care of, so you don't have to do that anymore. And see how that feels when those tables are turned. Personally, I say your relationship is where your focus should be, not on your ex, not on the frequency of flowers, and definitely not on them trifling ass flock of seagulls that you hang out with. That's how I feel about it. And bruh, if you got any sense at all, if you can't reach this woman on a level that's conducive to a woman being in a relationship, then I say you fire her ass and go find someone else. You better than that. That's what I got to say.
Why are you calling them seagulls?
What?
Why are you calling them seagulls?
I said because they sound like a
Listen.
That's what it sounds like. They get all that cawing and clucking and carrying all that nonsense. That's what that shit sounds like.
Listen, you can't just give up on a relationship just like that. Oh, fire her and telling him to just go. Maybe he loves her, right? Maybe first of all, she didn't cheat on him.
She did.
She did not cheat on him. Okay. Now, if she wants flowers, then she wants flowers. As long as she is telling her man this, I don't know the full story, what's going on there. As long as she's telling her man this, let's say, because I don't know the whole story. If she's telling her man that she wants flowers and this is what makes her happy, you've spoken about this, and we all spoken about this. When we're in relationships, we're dealing with women, we want to do what makes them happy. So let's just say that she is telling her man that she wants flowers, and let's just say he's not doing it. By her ex-man sending her flowers, of course that's wrong. That's wrong on his part. That's not wrong on her part, especially if she gave them back.
She's accepting them and then saying, hey, it's no big deal. You don't do it. Therefore, it's okay. Jay, you've been on previous podcasts, and I've known you for a long time. And you wear the fact that your libido ain't like some other guys, aren't like you wear it like. I'm not built like that. Just imagine if you had a woman, your woman had a high drive. You're not in the mood,
right?
But she is. So she goes out and gets peenie from someplace else, but comes back and says, well, you didn't want to give it to me, so I went out. You would not find that acceptable.
She told me in advance that she's going to get peenie?
She didn't tell dude in advance she was getting the flowers.
She didn't know. She didn't know.
Right. So this example that I gave, she didn't plan it, right?
So she didn't plan to get peenie.
She didn't plan to get peenie. It happened.
Oh, it just happened.
But the big point was there was an opening. She viewed it as an opening because you said, no, I'm not in the mood. So then she went and got it someplace else.
Right. But peenie and flowers are two completely different things.
The principle is the same thing. It's not an open lane to say, right, oh, it's okay. It's okay because my partner chooses not to do that. That is bullshit, man.
Well, and if he sits around and accepts it.
If you know that would, and you know you would not tolerate that. So why are you saying now that it's somehow okay that she did that when you know that's
No, because you're
bullshit.
saying that she's cheating.
She is cheating.
She's
She
not-
broke. Listen, you broke trust, bro.
If I tell my woman I'm going to go have sex tonight in another hour, and I go and have sex, I didn't cheat because I told her what I'm going to
bullshit.
do. No, that's not bullshit. It's true.
I think you're trying to suggest that only if the person doesn't know. You still
if the person doesn't know.
You still broke your bond and that trust of that person because you said I'm going. You still cheated. The act of it is the act of it is to cheat. If I say, hey, I'm going to go out and cheat, technically you still haven't cheated.
Well, you can't say I'm going to go out and cheat. Because once you're telling them,
when you do it, the act in and of itself is the cheat.
No, it's not. Because let me ask you something. If your girl tells you that she's going to go out and sleep with John Doe in an hour, if she tells you that right now, Kay, what are you going to say to her?
I'm going to say, right?
What are you going to say at that moment?
Right. Well, hold on a second. Because let me say it this way. If you're in a discussion that way and your woman says to you, well, I'm going to go out and sleep with John.
Right.
Joe, right. Mm-hmm. And you say, hey, if you do that, we're over. Right. Let's just say that if you do that, then we're done. If you sleep with John Doe, then we're done. What does that say? That is saying.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'll tell you what I'm going to say.
That is saying, right, that you saying that is not the cheat. When you do it, the act of it. Doesn't matter whether I know you have broken the bond. You cheated on me by sleeping with this guy. Now, me, I would go a step further. The fact that you're saying it is good enough for me. I'd fire you right there.
Hence, of course, and hence why she wouldn't be able to cheat on you, because you and I would fire them right there. So they wouldn't have the opportunity to cheat on us. Because the moment you tell me you want to...
But that's not what we're saying.
No, that is because you're saying the cheating. The minute my woman tells me she's going to sleep with John in an hour, I'm like, go have fun, because she's not my woman anymore, so she can't cheat on me.
You're shifting the topic.
No, I'm not shifting the topic.
You're saying that she was in good space, a safe space, so to speak, because one, she didn't know, she received it, and it was okay, or if she told him,
and she told him.
Oh nah, man.
She told him.
Whether you tell your partner or not, I think there's levels. It's not cheating. Is not a static. It's not this kind of static incident.
Well, there's physical and there's emotional cheating.
It's not the static happening, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's different layers, and it comes in different shapes and forms and sizes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, and I think in one instance is if you say I'm going to do something, doesn't all of a sudden mean that the bond is broken, or it can't be broken after that, and you've somehow got some. Well, I didn't cheat on you. I told you I was going to. No, you still cheated. You still broke the bond.
No, I did not cheat.
You cheat. Of course you did cheat.
No, because again, if your woman tells you that she's going to go sleep with John in an hour, she's not your woman anymore to cheat on you.
Listen,
is that not true?
I subscribe to that.
Okay.
You subscribe to that.
So that she can't cheat on you then.
Right. You and I subscribe to that because I think, but I think you and I are extra with that. I think
probably a lot of guys are like that.
I think a lot. No, I think there are a lot of men. Right. Sounds like this chick is dating one. Mm-hmm. A lot of men may respond to that with, listen, if you do that, don't bother coming home. Don't think you're going to sleep with someone else and be over here. Like, I think there's still a discussion of like, you do that, we're done. I think you and I would be like, well,
have fun.
That's
do
it.
Your thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you leave, take your shit with you, right? Like, even if you get in the car and change your mind and say, hey, I was.
So you're saying there's different kind of men.
Of course, it's different.
So you and I, we're not going to be cheated on because we're telling them to go.
Well, you ain't gonna cheat on me to my face. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna be cheated on, but you're not gonna tell me. You're gonna forecast.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna forecast it to me, right? And then you and I going back and forth in this pissing match, saying, no, you better not just like once you're there and you say that, you're good for me. But I'm saying those that are not G's like us, who may give some grace, dare I say grace, right?
I don't know what
and have a conversation. Yeah. I'm saying that that the fact that she did it
Yeah.
is cheating. Right? I don't think that she gets a pass.
I can't
She
give
gets a
cheating
pass
that.
just because she says she was going to do it before that. The cheating is not the fact that you said it, not outside of the way we think, not the fact that you said that, but the act. Many would say the act of it is cheating. Now, I agree with you from the other standpoint, because listen, I think if you're just exchanging text messages on the low with someone,
It's emotional cheating.
right, it's cheating. So I'm with you on that. But I'm trying to pull us out of this and saying, okay, there is a good part of the population that feels a little bit different, that may allow that conversation to take place. I just think that she's dead wrong on all fronts. It sounds like, and I'm just going to theorize a little bit, that she's with the guy who likes her a hell of a lot to the point he ain't even seeing straight. That he's probably tolerating a lot of bullshit that he shouldn't. So much so that she's empowered enough to accept gifts. Hear me now when I'm telling you this, folks. That she's accepting gifts from her ex-boyfriend. And the justification, as she frames it, is because I like flowers. And he hasn't given me flowers, meaning the fiance hasn't given me flowers. So it therefore is now she deems herself to be, or this to be, acceptable behavior. You can't make this shit up. If you want to be in a place, not physically, to receive gifts from other men, because that's essentially what it is. He just happens to be your ex, right? As I often say, well, where does it stop?
Right.
Where does it stop? It's flowers today. Is it rings tomorrow? Is it dinner? Guys taking you out to buy dinner? Like, where does it stop? There has to be boundaries. And that, to me, is a boundary. Work within your relationship. Work with your fiance. Now, if you exhaust all of that, and if receiving gifts is your love language and you feel like you can't go on, then leave the relationship. But at no point should you be breaking that bond of trust and putting that man through that. Done. That's where it is for me, bro.
And I think you should definitely work on the relationship. Listen, if he's worth it and you feel like your relationship is worth it, don't just end it. You guys need to have more of a dialogue, okay? And you need to understand that by you receiving and taking those flowers, that it's wrong. Continue to speak up and tell your man that you love flowers. And if he continues to not give it to you, and maybe that's very important to you, then you should probably just end the relationship if it's really that important to you. I do believe that if he loves you, that he will step up to the game and give you flowers. That's something that you love. I will say, don't listen to your girlfriend so much, because a lot of them are haters and they a lot of amp up. They probably, half of them are single themselves. So listen, I don't really know. All I know is that I'm not going to go as far as Kay and say that you actually cheated on him.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's the case. I do believe that you should have spoken to your ex-man, and if that ever happens again, just handle that business and make sure it doesn't ever happen again, and just work on your relationship. If the flowers thing is that important to you, just
trifling ass.
I'm not going to call you trifling.
Trifling.
Work on the relationship. It's hard to find a good man.
Trifling.
And it's hard to find a good woman. So if you
to
guys
do
love
that
each
to
other,
that
work on
man,
it.
have that man walk through that house and see them flowers sitting every day.
Your ex-man did something wrong.
That's a total mind F to do that to your fiance. To see those flowers sitting over there and see you fawning over them flowers.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Pruning them and shit. Like, nah, dog. No, my man. Nah, don't. Please. I hope we get another follow-up letter and this reader's just trolling us. I would love to, because I hate the idea that's really happening. You know what I mean? So,
that's true. Well, good luck to y'all. Hope y'all work it out.
Good deal, right?
All right, well, that's it for the J&K show. It's been fun, man. A lot of hot topics that we discussed. Of course, we got many interesting topics like this. We obviously we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on all the major platforms. So make sure you continue to follow us there, and make sure you tune in next week for more hot stories on the J&K show. I'm your man, J. Rob, of course. And I'm my brother from another mother, Kay. All right, so we will see you next week for more fun and hot topics. Be good, y'all. Peace out. Thanks for watching the J&K Show.